Hello and welcome back to Factorio Atlantis. So, the next job I want to do is starting to build our rail infrastructure. However, to do that, we need to build stuff. And in particular, that means building rail stuff. Okay, so I'm moving things around here because what I would like to do is adjust these to also have an output onto a belt. Alright, so we'll have a single segment belt. Because the way I see it, these are only going to be running some of the time to make robots. So we may as well use the time they're not going to build something else. Okay. Now, where do I want to put robots? Ooh, I just thought of something quite sneaky. Okay. So we will also later on have things that require electric robots. Let's copy that as well. Okay, so I can't underground there because we're using an underground to split off. Can I manufacture one of those? I need some gear wheels. Okay, I'm not a fan of belt raiding, but this is one of those situations where I think it does a job. Okay, so this is unhappy. Okay, that's fine. I could have just grabbed this belt, but yeah, I could have. Nah, I don't really want to. I prefer this. All right, so I'm gonna have to snake this belt through somehow to over here. I want to add it really as a third line here. Okay, if I moved this up, I can move to there. Okay, that still works. Does this power pole need to be there? No, it doesn't. So I could take a belt through. Okay. So how do I get that to there? And the answer is probably like this. Ooh, very nice. There's probably a special place in hell for people who spaghetti like this. I'm going to chance it. All right. So, I want to make a few things. So first of all, I want to make engines. That requires steel circuits and standard engines. Let's take this all the way down to the water. Good. So gears, steel, and engines. Good. Right, let's wait for an engine to come down. That's it. It's going to need a few. That's not a problem. Do I have any? Yeah. Okay, and then that's going to put out into a box. It's going to put into a provider. And we're going to limit the logistics on engines is less than I think 5. That'll do. Okay. So then we have some other things. We have that, which is plates, gears, steel. Okay, so that needs plates and gears and steel. Oh. Right, I can put out here while the carriages are less than 20. Okay. Then this is going to be wagons. That requires storage tanks. We are making storage tanks somewhere else. Here. Oh well. Let's make them again. And just direct insert. All right. So this, I think, needs that and that. Double check. Yep. So that needs steel and plates. Doesn't. Sorry, iron and plates. So, try again. Iron and steel. Well, it's got the right arms anyway. This requires those pipes, gears, steel. So, gears, pipes and steel. These we made while fluid wagons is less than 20. Alright, so that should just make now. In the meantime, we have a locomotive. Let's take that. Okay, choo-choo. Right, can I trash anything? Don't need those. Gears, plastic. Modular armor. Alright, where's this? So let's grab everything from this. this. So let's put the roboports in, put the shield in, put that in. Okay, then can I make a belt immunity equipment? That needs steel and red circuits. Okay, so let's request in. Let's take the steel back, take the red circuits back. Okay, so I can make one of those. I can make a night vision. Okay, can't make those. Mainly because I can't make solar panels. Because I'm low on steel. Alright. That can be trashed. Ah, night vision is a big one. I think I want the night vision rather than the shield. That's better. Okay, so then I could get 4 solar panels, for which I need a lot more steel. Or maybe I should make solar panels. What's needed to make them? Copper, steel circuits. Okay, so we could make them down here. Okay, so solar panel needs circuits, steel, copper. There we go. And then that needs to put out into a box. And we're going to limit this on where is it? Solar panels is less than 1,000. Okay. I don't know what they stack to, I can't remember. We'll come back to that in a minute, and then we'll have some solar panels to be able to make stuff with. Alright, so this is the beginnings of our design. So let's cut that. And we'll build it on land to begin with. And then we'll see how clever the upgrading is. Okay, how am I doing for roboports? I'm good for roboports. Great. So I'm going to try and find a bit of open space to build on. As you can see, we have pretty much filled up the island, so there isn't a lot of open space left. The best bet may be to start above the first power plant. We can at least design some of the pieces here, even if we can't build the whole thing. Okay. Do I have any cliff explosives? No, and I didn't request any. Can I handcraft cliff explosives? No, because I don't have explosives. That's unfortunate. Right, well, let's design some of the bits here. So, okay, so the idea is you start off with a corner like this. And let's put down a second. Try again with a bit more space. Because I want to be able to copy paste these without hitting the other one. All right. Okay, so this is the version where we've got north-south exits and east-west entrances. So we want the reverse of this. Okay, so that's going to be... That's better. Okay, so this is going to have an exit here. Is that? Yep. And an exit here. 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 All right. Now, then the magic is that this needs to tile to be able to be grown. So, it needs a roboport and a power pole. And so let's put this down on the ground. We need a roboport. We need a radar. And we need a power pole that will power them both. However we do it. Okay, that's the unit we need to fit in. We also need this power pole to not overlap the rails in either direction. Okay, so I think, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but if you press F5 and then fiddle around, sorry, F4 gives you various settings. Under here, there's show tile grid. So then when you press F5, it shows the actual grids. The reason I've done this is because if you look here, these are the two grid squares that the power pole is going to occupy. You see it clash. These are the two grid squares that the rail contains. So I want it to be on this line and also on this line. So it needs to go there. All right. And that is directly opposite this signal. So let's run over here. Okay, so here, on this, and here. And we can't put it there because the signal is in the way. So let's put it down again. Okay, so is there still somewhere to put the signal? Yes, there is. We can put it higher. Okay, so it's not dead symmetric, but we'll live with it. So then I can put a roboport here. So that will be central, but that overlaps the power. Doesn't matter if I drop it down by one tile. Nobody's going to shout at me, I don't think. And then we can put the radar here. Okay, so this little configuration without that chain signal can also fit there. Great, so those are the two corners. Now what I want to do is use this to build a grid. Now, radars scan the grid that they are in. So this radar here is in this grid, so that's the center of its scanning. Then it makes line of sight visible the squares immediately around it. But it doesn't matter where it is within the square. It's just the square that counts. Now, unfortunately, both the big power poles and the roboports have strides which don't line up with the grid for reasons. So what we're going to do is sacrifice maximum stretch of those things. Right, I don't think I need this anymore. And running out of room on here. Is there a settings interface? Active quick bars. 3. Great. No, I have 3. Right. So I think this is defunct. That's still useful. That's defunct. Don't think I need this anymore. That's useful. We'll keep that. Okay. So, what should we call this? So this is vertical out, horizontal in. So we'll call this HV. Okay. Hold down Shift to make sure it blueprints. VH. Brilliant. Okay. And then can we upgrade these? Ah, so that's done horrible things. Let's have a look. So it's correctly put tiles under the central thing, but it's also put tiles under the rail in annoying ways. All right, so if we get rid of all the rail and all the signals and all the signals, we can put them back in a minute. Right. Really, I'm trying to get rid of right. So let's try it a different way. Let's put all of those back. All of those back. All of those back. Okay. Then let's remove all the tiles. Nope. That's not going to work either. That didn't work. VH. So we can put that down. I can take those 2 entities and upgrade this. Okay. Right, can I now blueprint this? No, it's not showing up tiles. All right, if I take those 2 out, okay, press Shift to make this a blueprint. Include tiles. So that is HV with pontoons. So that's HV pontoon. And then that's HV with services. Okay, so let's change this. Okay. I've got a feeling this might get tedious. I think we're going to leave that there. We will get back to designing this next time, but at least we have all the bits now. Yeah. So next time we will actually make our water rail grid and hopefully start placing it. Until then, thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying Factorio Atlantis. I know I am. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.